everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Seahawks going up against the Dolphins. With that, let's head on down to Miami, where we'll hand it over to the two men calling our game. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in one of America's finest cities, Miami, Florida. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Miami Dolphins. They go play action here on first down. He's got time in the pocket. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. The starters for the Seahawks of Seattle on the offensive side. Charles, they could use a big game from Thomas Rawls.
And they really loved what they got out of him last year because an undrafted player is not supposed to give you nearly 6 yards a carry in production, and that's exactly what he did. They need a big game out of him, and they expect it.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. It's caught on the left side by Curse. It's a loss of 2. Now third down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Wilson, he's got Curse. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that third down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
Third time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on third, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Let's look at the starting 11 for the Miami D, and they did much better against Pittsburgh in Week 6. They were giving up around 390 yards a game, held Pitt to 297.
And you know what else they did? They never allowed them to get into rhythm. You know, and that's what happens with Pittsburgh's offense. They get going, they get into a groove, and then they score in bunches. They flurry like a good boxer. In this case, Miami was able to not just weather the storm, but to smother it.
Wilson, and this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham.
Well, partner, Jimmy is no longer down. Jimmy Graham is back and in a big way. How about this past week? Another excellent game, and I believe he's averaging over 100 yards per game in his last 3 outings.
He is indeed, and you're right. 6 catches, 89 yards in Week 6. He's back. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And it's second down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. 2nd and 10 now. Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. On 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's 4th down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Now Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he's brought down after a good gain. 27 yards on the gain there. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line for a good gain.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. Stanford, and boy, he's been good. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. To throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Paul Richardson. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And he's got it up and through. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
2 plays in a row, the defense won, stacking up the running game. They've got to feel good about themselves, but something has to be in the back of their minds. Are we being set up for something big? They've got to be careful.
Wonder what's in the offensive playbook on 3rd and 13. We're about to find out. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. Now 4th down.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Returnable for Lockett. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially given 15. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. On second down, Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now it's Wilson. That's complete right around the 8. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Wilson, and he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Jimmy Graham, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And a nice little pass and catch there on the corner route.
Set up very well by the receiver with a head and shoulder fake inside before he comes back downhill to his quarterback.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Heck of a week 6 for Ajayi. He had 117 yards going into week 6. He posted 204 and a pair of touchdowns.
How about the late run to seal things for him, too? This guy can gallop when given a little bit of space, some open field. He's really bounced back from some early season struggles and looks like he's seizing the #1 running back role in Miami.
Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5".
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Shedd. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. On second down, here's Wilson. Wilson snags it left side. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They come out here in the eye. On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now Wilson on first down. And they're going to bring him down. Back across midfield at the 45. Mario Williams in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now Wilson on second down. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. This is brought in at the 21. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Partner, let's revisit the NFC East for a second. We talked about this last week, about how good that division is. But what about the Cowboys now 5-1? Can anybody catch them?
I don't think that they're out of reach, but I can't believe that we're actually talking about Dallas at the top of the list right now because let's go back to the offseason. So many losses, and then Tony Romo gets hurt in preseason. Who saw Dak Prescott doing what he's doing and the defense playing as well as it is?
Yeah, Washington 4-2, but Dallas has already beaten them head-to-head. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On second down, Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So a second down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On first down, Wilson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And they're going to speed things up here. They go play action here on first down. Surveying the field. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know. I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not. We'll find out. All right, we've got an opportunity here. Let's talk injuries. Steeler Nation right now, they're just holding their breath with Big Ben's knee. Yeah, they want him back pretty fast because if they want to go to the Super Bowl, they'll need Big Ben. The Baltimore Ravens, Terrell Suggs has a torn bicep. He's played with it in the past. We'll see if he's able to do so. How about Eric Decker with the Jets? He's out for the season with a torn labrum. And to finish on a good note, Des Bryant looking like he'll be back after the bye week, making Dallas even more dangerous. Tannehill on first down. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Shedd. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown. I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket? I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage. On first and 10, it's Wilson. Wilson snags it left side. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new